Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Chantel. This is my basic journey, and today I'm going to show you 3 different methods that you can use to minimize your closet and which one worked for me. Before we get started, I'm going to give you a little background. So I moved to Oregon from Illinois about 2.5 years ago, and when I did that, I had to minimize a lot of my belongings. I came in a Saturn Ion, which is a pretty small car, but I fit everything that I could into it and then drove here. And so I had already gone through all of my stuff and got rid of everything that was unnecessary. But once I moved here and I got settled in, and you kind of just start acquiring things, and my closet was the worst out of everything. I actually ended up minimizing my entire room, which I did make a video for, and that will be up next week. So my closet needed a video of its own, and I have been working on this for months, okay? And so I started with a couple different methods that are kind of lengthy in process if you're not somebody who can just go through and be like, okay, just get rid of that. I haven't worn it in 9 weeks, whatever the case may be. I am not one of those people. I will look at something that I wore 10 years ago and find some sentimental value in it and be like, I might wear that again one day. I haven't worn it in 3 years, but you never know, right? So I'm going to show you 3 different methods, 2 which take quite a bit of time, but if you are patient, they are effective. And then the last way, which is how I did everything, I'm going to show you a time lapse of me just purging everything in my closet and a before and after. So let's get right into it. So welcome to my closet, everybody. As you can see, I have, I don't know, I would say it's a pretty moderate amount of clothing. Depending on where you're from, it might be a lot, or it might look like a little. But to me, I have way more than I need. Most of this stuff I don't even wear. Also, don't mind the fact that there's a whole bunch of stuff piled up in here. I will be dealing with that later. Today we are just focusing on my clothing. I have been trying to minimize my closet for a few months now. I've tried a few different methods. That's what I'm going to be sharing with you today. I am trying to follow the KonMari method to tidying up. I will leave a link to her book in the description bar in case if you're interested. But she follows 6 basic rules. I wrote them down here. So the 6 basic rules is commit yourself to tidying up, imagine your ideal lifestyle, finish discarding first, and tidy by category, not by location, follow the right order, and ask yourself if it sparks joy. I also made a little picture here of the correct order. You want to start with your clothes. I'm going to do accessories included in that, and then go to books, to go to papers after that, kimono, which is like your miscellaneous items, and then your sentimental items last. And so that is what I'm going to be following, starting with my closet. And so there's 3 different methods that I have tried as far as minimizing my closet. And so I'm going to go through the 3 basic ways that I've learned. There is one that actually really works, and then there's a couple that take quite a bit of time. So I mean, maybe 30 days to 60 days, 90 days. It really depends on what limit you give yourself. So to get right into it, I'm going to show you my different sections that I have here. These are all of my bottoms. Over here we have all of my pajama pants and all of my t-shirts and tops. We have this section here, which is all of my dresses, shirts, any cardigans or sweaters. Got some hoodies and stuff. And then this is the section that I've already gone through and separated because this is stuff that I don't really wear anymore. So that brings me to my first method. It was the first method that I had learned of, is where you separate your clothing. If you don't wear it anymore, you put it to the side. Another way that you could do this is get a box and put everything that you don't wear into the box, and then say perhaps you're like, oh my gosh, I really want to wear this, I don't know why I put it over there. You can just go into the box, grab it, and put it back into your main clothing. However, I decided to separate mine like this, and they've sat here for over 3 months, and I have not worn any of these pieces of clothing. So that's a good indicator. I'm going to be getting rid of all of this stuff here. And so this part is done with, and all we have to do is go through the rest of my clothing. So that was the first method. The second method is where you move all of your hangers around. I'm going to do that really quick and then be back. Okay, so when you're done, your hangers should be this way. And so I did that for all of the clothes that I still wear. So what you do after this point is every time you wear an outfit, so after I'm done, I take those off of there, and so now those are going in the wash. I'm going to put them back in the right direction. So then after about a month or so, or I don't know, you can give yourself 60 days, 90 days, whatever it is that you think is appropriate for you, you'll end up with something like this, where all of the clothes that you have been wearing are going to be turned around. And then everything that you haven't worn in the last 30, 60, 90 days is all going to be over here on this side. And then you'll know, hey, I don't actually wear these clothing items, I can get rid of them. So there's one last method that I have to tell you guys about that I feel is the most effective. It's the quickest way, and it really feels good when you do it all at one time. And so the first step is you're going to literally empty every single piece of clothing out of your closet. So now, as you can see, I have all of my belongings, every single item of clothing, all out on my bed, along with my jelly. And so what you're going to want to do is you want to get comfortable where you can reach everything you need, and you're going to make 3 different piles. So the first pile I've already started, which is right here. This is going to be everything that you're going to get rid of. So this was everything that I had separated in my closet, and I put it into a pile. The other 2 piles that you're going to make is going to be what you plan on keeping. And then the third one is the items that you cannot decide on. And so I'm going to get started doing that. I'm going to time lapse this for you, and so you can see me putting it into the 3 different piles. Okay, so as you can see, I have completed my separation of all of my clothing items. So this is now my pile of stuff I'm going to be getting rid of. This is the pile I don't know about. That's my t-shirts for my blanket. And the pile I'm keeping, which doesn't look that big. So what you do from here is I'm going to put away everything that I for sure am keeping. So after we get everything that we're keeping put away in our closet, and as you can see, It is a very, very small amount compared to what we had in there. So now what you're going to want to do is go through the things that you said maybe to, and to go through them again and really think about it. Does it still give you joy? Is it still something that you're going to wear all the time? If not, just get rid of it. Now I'm left with 3 different piles. For my discard pile, I have that one, which is my throw away pile. I might try to find like some use for the fabric of some sort and reuse it. I don't know, rags. This is my donation pile, which isn't that big, but it is just stuff that I don't think I could sell. I'm just gonna donate it. I'm also going to try and have a garage sale after I'm finished purging everything. So once I'm done tidying or minimizing every category, then I'm going to have a garage sale and try to sell as much of it as possible before I donate everything else. This is one of the other areas that I'm going to minimize really quick. This is all my undergarments. As you can see, it's a dramatic difference. I've gotten rid of so much and it feels so good. I'd never wore any of that stuff anyways. Like, I kept only what I wear on a regular basis, week after week. So after getting rid of everything, the total number of items that I have, and that includes everything that's my tops and my bottoms and my pajamas and my undergarments, I have 53 items of clothing left in my closet. So yeah, that was pretty much everything. So as you can see, that final method is the method that works the best. I got rid of so much of clothing that I never wore, and it feels so good to look inside my closet and not just see a huge mess, just clutter everywhere. I truly believe that if you have clutter around you, you have clutter in your mind, and if you could just get rid of it, it's gonna make you feel better on the inside as well as have a nicer appearance on the outside. So I am kind of like loosely following the KonMari method, and so the first category is closet, and so I did my closet, and now I'm done with my closet and I'm going on to the other things, and I did make a video for those and it'll be up next week. So if you did like this video, give it a thumbs up. Be sure to comment below if you've done this, or if you know what the KonMari method is, or if you've read the book. It's called The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up. It was a huge goal of mine to kind of minimize everything I own, because I do have plans for the future that are kind of tiny. That's all I'm going to give you for now. But if you're interested in seeing my room video where I go through all of my belongings and do a time lapse of that as well, be sure to subscribe. Otherwise, the video is going to be up next week. Thank you so much for being here and watching this video. I love you all so much. Thank you. Bye.